Many guys misunderstand things. They believe that showing off money, driving fancy cars, or living a luxurious life is what matters. The ultimate key to winning a woman's heart, they think that if they just get rich enough, women will naturally fall into their laps. But here's the brutal reality. Having money alone won't make you the man she really wants. You've seen it happen. A wealthy guy who seems successful can still be cheated on or ignored, while a barman with confidence can attract women easily. Why? While money may attract her attention, it doesn't necessarily make a man special or unforgettable. What I'm going to tell you is something most men won't get. They spend their lives chasing money, believing it's the key to happiness, while missing what really makes a man attractive. However, you will perceive things differently. My 3 tips will help you stand out in dating, respect, and how you interact with others. They will help you become a man who naturally attracts attention instead of begging for it. This is where Stoicism is important. It's not an old, useless idea, but a valuable tool for men. The ancient Stoics knew that your strength comes from who you are, not what you own. Learn these principles and you won't just succeed, you'll excel, not only with women, but in all areas of life. Before we begin, take a moment to join if you want to change how you manage relationships by using Stoicism. Every video helps you improve your attitude and build better, more meaningful relationships. Let's begin with a mental control exercise. Emotional control is the subtle power that distinguishes men from boys. Imagine this. You're on a date, everything is going well, she's laughing, there's excellent eye contact, and the mood is just right. Suddenly the waiter spills wine all over you and the whole restaurant goes silent with everyone watching for your reaction. Many men would flinch, their faces would turn red with frustration. They might snap at the waiter, grumble quietly, or try to laugh it off, but their irritation would be clear. In that moment, the woman sees weakness, a man who can't handle a small problem. What would happen if real challenges arose? Now picture a different response. You look at your shirt, smile, and say you were trying for a new style. The tension in the room disappears and she moves closer instead of backing away. This moment, though it may seem small, tells her something important. You are strong and steady. No expensive car, large bank account, or fancy watch can show that. It makes her feel safe with you. Women don't just listen to what you say. They sense your calmness, and that makes them feel secure. Under pressure. Consider it. Life is full of surprises and confusion. A job loss, a disagreement, or a personal issue can occur. A guy who can't handle stress isn't just unappealing. He can also be a problem. But a man who stays strong is admirable. A person who stays cheerful in tough times and keeps going is hard to resist. Many great figures in history, such as emperors, warriors, and leaders, possessed skill in managing their emotions. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics to ever live, ruled an empire through war, betrayal, and plagues. Yet he remained composed, calculating, unmoved by the chaos around him. And that's what set him apart. This is where Stoicism becomes your ultimate weapon, not just as a philosophy, but as a way to command life. The Stoics didn't believe in suppressing emotion, they believed in mastering it. They knew that life would always throw storms in your path, but the real power lies in how you respond. When you develop an iron grip over your emotions, you unlock something most men never will: unshakable presence. And presence is what women truly crave. Not just money, not just looks, but the feeling of being next to a man who can face anything and still stand strong. So the next time life punches you in the face, how will you respond? Will you lash out, lose control, and reveal your weakness? Or will you do what only the rarest men do: stay calm, collected, and in complete command? That choice will define you, and trust me, she will notice it too. Purpose. Imagine a man who wakes up in the morning with no sense of urgency or direction. Instead of getting ready for the day, he grabs his phone and spends an hour mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, watching others live the life he wishes he had. He sees successful men with money and admiration and feels resentment, but instead of taking action, he just keeps scrolling. This kind of man doesn't attract women. They pick up on his lack of motivation immediately. A man without a purpose is easily forgotten, just another person moving through life without making an impact. Women lose interest quickly in a man who doesn't have clear goals. Now picture a different man who wakes up before sunrise. He does it not because he has to, but because he wants to. His focus is set on his goals, which could be starting a business, improving a skill, testing the limits of his body, or finding his purpose. Make something that will last after he is gone. He seeks to create a lasting legacy instead of looking for approval from others. The harsh truth is that while he does this, the first guy is trying hard to impress women. Meanwhile, the man focused on his goals and attracted women without even trying. This happens because when a man is dedicated to something bigger than himself, he gives off a strong and attractive energy. A man's respect makes people pay attention, and women can sense it deeply. A man like that doesn't need to show he is valuable or seek attention. His deeds say more than words ever could. This isn't just a theory, it's something that the greatest men in history, like Epictetus, understood. Born into slavery, this man had every reason to feel angry, weak, and lost. But he didn't let those feelings take over. Find his number means to understand or discover someone's worth or potential. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he focused on improving his mind. He studied philosophy and developed a strong mindset. Even after he gained his freedom, he chose to live a simple life dedicated to gaining wisdom. His words continue to inspire people today. That's what gives a person true purpose, and it's what makes a significant person different from a shallow one. The hard truth is that most people don't want to accept. You don't need a lot of money to have purpose. You don't need a flawless background or childhood or even a perfect plan. You only need one thing, a reason to wake up each day and challenge yourself. When you live with a purpose, people treat you differently. Men will respect you, women will pay attention to you, opportunities will come your way, and most importantly, you will respect yourself. Think about it. Are you living with purpose or watching others create the life you want? In the end, it's clear that men without purpose struggle. Men with purpose rise up. So, which one are you? Let's try something new. I don't want you to just watch. I want you to join in. If you're here, you want to improve yourself, not just be average. Right now, drop a comment and type respect over riches. Why? Money may attract attention, but respect fosters loyalty. If you understand that these qualities make a real man, let me know by commenting respect over riches. And while you're at it, tell me what you think women value more, respect or money. Let's find out who's really focused. Integrity is the foundation of a man's worth. Allow me to illustrate the situation. A guy tells his girlfriend he will help her move on Saturday, and she relies on him and plans around it. However, his friends unexpectedly extend an invitation to a lavish party. He feels conflicted but decides to cancel on her and makes up an excuse thinking it's not a big deal. However, that little lie is more significant than he realizes. It's not just about this one instance. It reflects who he is when no one else is around. Even if she doesn't know the whole truth, she will feel that something is off. Women have a natural ability to understand a man's true character, not through what he says, but by how he behaves consistently. In a world where many men are deceptive, this trait can be very useful. Corners break promises and act in their own interest. People value those with integrity because they are rare. When a person's word isn't trustworthy, their presence loses meaning. people begin to see through them. Friends lose trust. Women lose respect. And most importantly, they stop respecting themselves. I experienced this lesson firsthand. Years ago, I promised someone who truly trusted me. I made a promise to be somewhere, but when the time came, I didn't show up. I gave a weak excuse, thinking it wouldn't matter. But it did matter, not because of what I missed, but because it revealed the kind of person I was, someone who chose convenience over keeping his word. Seeing the disappointment in their eyes hit me hard. That's when I realized that a man who can't keep his promises means nothing. Seneca said that the greatest wealth is a peaceful mind, but I believe that having a clear conscience is just as important. Stoicism teaches that the strongest person is the one who lives by their principles no matter what. It's not about seeking attention or trying to impress others. It's about staying true to oneself. Look at Cat the Younger, a man so firm in his beliefs that even Julius Caesar, the most powerful man in Rome, both feared and disliked him. Why is that? Because a person with strong principles is someone you can't easily change. A guy who cannot be influenced, bought, or defeated has integrity. The harsh reality is, if you can't trust yourself, why the hell should anyone else? Integrity isn't about being flawless. It's about being reliable. It's about being a person whose promises matter and who follows through, especially when it's tough, when you can look in the mirror and feel proud of who you see. You've succeeded. Do you remain the person you claim to be when no one is watching or will ever know? Deep down, both you and she will know the answer. Here's a brutal truth that many men never face. Conclusion: she notices money without really getting it. A man who has status, resources, and desire will always be noticeable. It's part of her nature to pay attention to him, especially if he can control his emotions. She admires a man who maintains emotional control and maintains his composure. A man who stays strong under pressure and doesn't give up at the first sign of trouble is someone she respects. For her, being in control shows true strength, and that's valuable. She admires a man who is motivated by a larger goal, like creating a lasting impact, improving his skills, or controlling his future. She respects him because he doesn't seek approval from others. What really distinguishes mature men from immature ones is their ethics. Integrity may not be popular or well-liked on social media, but it is very important. It is the base of all relationships and builds trust. In a world with dishonesty, weak people, and broken vows, having integrity stands out. A man she can trust is someone she will always remember. Integrity is what separates a guy she dates from a man she truly respects. Many men believe that women only care about appearances like looks, cars, and money. While those things can be appealing, they aren't what keeps a woman around. Ultimately, women want to feel safe and secure. A man without integrity is unsteady. He says one thing but does another, lies to others and to himself, and breaks promises. She may appear to accept it and even find herself drawn to his ambition and charm, yet she will never genuinely appreciate him. Without respect, love cannot survive. Stoicism teaches that you shouldn't focus on chasing women, status, or outside approval. Instead, it encourages you to become a man who earns respect through your actions, not just your words. Marcus Aurelius was a powerful ruler, but his true strength came from his self-discipline. He acted morally even when no one was watching, and that's what distinguishes strong people from weak ones. It's not about money, looks, or charm, but about who you really are when you're alone. So, consider this. Are you someone you would trust when you're alone, free from distractions and judgment? If not, then why should anyone else? If this message resonated with you, don't just think about it. Put it into action. Being who you say you are is important because life gives you what you deserve, not want. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment saying character over currency, because that's what truly matters. Money looks may change, but true character lasts. If you understand that what we discussed today is more important than money, if you see the value in integrity, purpose, and emotional control, type character over currency in the comments. Also, let me know which trait you think is rare in men today. Let's start a real conversation. Each time you click the like button, you're taking a step towards becoming the man you aspire to be. Subscribe because this journey is just beginning. Together we'll uncover truths that many men don't talk about. Share this with someone who needs it. The world needs more men like you. Let's make it happen.